It's crunch time in the Heights as the playoffs are quickly approaching. And tonight, the Macs welcome in Old Westbury for a Saturday night edition of Macs Basketball. Hello, everyone. I'm Charlie Bendheim alongside Ari Schopf. And now the Macs are coming off a game against Sarah Lawrence where they played well enough to get the win, but they're going to need to improve if they want to go on a run down the stretch here.
Yeah, you said it, Charlie. They got the win, which was the most important part about that game. It was not a pretty win. They started the game very slowly, only scoring 24 points in the first half, losing by 4 in the first half. Second half saw them make a big run and end up getting the win by 7. But if they're going to make a big run in this playoff, they need to have 40 minutes of consistent basketball, because one bad half come playoff time could be the end of your season.
Now, on the other side of the ball, it's Old Westbury. They haven't been that good this year, but they're going to want to play spoiler tonight, and they're going to come out with a lot of energy, especially on the defensive end of the basketball.
Yeah, you said it. 2-16 on in the overall, 2-9 in the conference. They struggle a lot on the defensive end, allowing over 80 points per game. That being said, they had their best defensive performance against Merchant Marine on Wednesday, where they allowed just 59 points and a 4-point loss against Merchant Marine. So if they can carry that defensive momentum into tonight's game, we could be looking at a tough, close matchup in the Heights tonight.
Well, the matchup is set, the stage is set. It's Saturday night, hoops in the Heights. Coming up after the break, we have anthems, we have lineups, we have basketball here on Max Live. Don't go anywhere.
My story started with a letter in the mail.
I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch. Like, really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines.
The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavruta.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
When I was in 9th grade, someone told me to give up on ball. He told me, basketball will only take you so far in life. You're not going to make it to the NBA, he said. What he was missing is that making it to the NBA isn't the only reason why we play. The game of basketball leaves you with so much more than just the game itself. The life lessons and friendships that are made while playing the game will outlive the game and can last a lifetime.
Hello and welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. We are just about ready for anthems. And we're going to send it down to the PA announcer. Hello and welcome back into the booth. Once again, I'm Charlie Bendheim alongside Ari Schopf. The starting lineups are sponsored by the Yeshiva University Office of Admissions. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all the great virtual events and opportunities we have for YU students and how you too can be a Maccabee. We will start with the visiting Old Westbury Panthers. Starting at guard, number 5, Timothy Park. Starting at guard, number 10, Chris Smith. Starting at guard, number 11, Carl Demore. Starting at forward, number 15, Max Weinberg. And starting at forward, number 24, Jordan Johnson Rader. Who from this team are we going to have to look out for?
Yeah, look out for number 15, Max Weinberg. He led the team last time these two teams met. He led Old Westbury in points with 13. He's a big guy. He's only 6'3", but a big, broad-shouldered guy. He's going to be aggressive down low in the post. And if the Macs don't box him out on the defensive end, he's going to get a lot of offensive.
Guard number 23, Max Zackheim, and getting the start today at guard number 0, Oren Batesh.
Yeah, it's interesting that Oren Batesh is starting tonight. I'm curious to see what he does instead of his normal role coming off the bench, what he does starting. And I know Dotan Bardichev means he's going to the bench now, so I'm curious to see what Steinmetz has planned for both of those guys and what impact does it have on A, their playing time, and B, their impact on this game tonight.
Coached obviously by Coach Elliot Steinmetz. Something to note, assistant coach Yoni Cohen not here right now. He's in Israel watching on Max Live. We hope he's doing well. It's pretty early out there, or I guess late, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, 3 a.m. I guess. Takes a lot of dedication to be up at 3 a.m.
Absolutely. Well, we're just about set to go. A little Motash madness from the Max Stone Athletic Center. It'll be Roy Ikovich and Max Weinberg on the tip-off. The fans are ready. The referees are ready. The players are ready. We're ready. Let's do it here in the Heights. As the ball's knocked out of bounds, it'll be a jump ball, and we'll do it again.
Twice the fun.
Everyone's still ready. So let's do it again. As this time it's Batesh right off the Samet. Euro step, ball gets knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Max.
I like that from Samet. Aggressive early on. He had a one-on-one matchup in the open court, and it's great defense by Old Westbury in that play.
We'll see if the Max can get going early. It's tough on Saturday nights, obviously, Motzei Shabbos, for teams to get back into it. But as we mentioned, the Macs are going to have to play a full game of basketball, and that starts in the first half. Batesh. Got it. Showing everyone why he's starting tonight.
And that's exactly what you want to see. First possession in the game. Great drive by Roy. Great screen by Samet to free up Oren on the opposite wing. And great pass by Roy. That's just a great way to start this game.
Chris Smith. Carl Demore pulls up. Back iron. Who wants the rebound? It's Smith, and he finishes it up.
Yeah, and this Old Westbury team is not a big team. You're not going to see a lot of 6.
It's Samet. Now on the wing, it's Matan. Zackheim with 7 on the shot clock. Matan puts it up, gets fouled, 2 shots.
Yeah,
that'll be on number 5, Timothy Park.
A great find from Max, getting the ball to Matan down low. Matan's going to have a big game tonight. He's a bigger guy on the court against a smaller Old Westbury team, so look for him to be aggressive early and often.
You don't often see Matan Zucker being the tallest player on the court, but right now he is. Listed at 6'4". Next tallest player, Jordan Johnson Rader, listed at 6'3".
Yeah, and it looks like we have some insight into why Oren Batesh is starting this game instead of Dotan. Dotan was sick this week, and so he won't be starting because of his sickness, and he wasn't able to practice and be as effective this week. So we hope he's feeling a lot better tonight.
Matan hit 1 to 2. And now Max Weinberg. He tries a 3. No good. Second offensive rebound now for Old Westbury. It's Demore. Park calls out a play and promptly throws the ball out of bounds.
And that's great defense by Oren Batesh, not allowing Timothy Park to get by him, forcing the miscommunication between Park and Demore, forcing that turnover. Great job by Oren Batesh.
So now the players are going to be called to the benches as we seem to have an issue with one of the backboards. There's something hanging off one of the backboards, a wire. There you go. You see it on your camera right there. So we're going to have to fix that up. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and be back when we're ready to resume play.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
So we're just getting things fixed up here. Didn't seem to take that much work unless... Anyways, as we wait, we apologize if the audio was a little choppy before. I think we got it sorted out now. Thank you to Justin Safier for helping us fix the issue. And things should be good moving forward. The hoop has been fixed, and we're ready to resume basketball. 4-2 Max lead. It's been 2 minutes. Matan Zucker hit a free throw. Oren Batesh hit a 3. Summary of the Max scoring thus far. It's Zevi. Sackheim powers inside. Foul gets called on the ground. That would be 2 on Park. Samit. Matan gets called for a walk.
Yeah, Matan a little too excited there on that drive opportunity, but get called for the travel.
It's Weinberg. Seven on the shot clock. Good defense. Demore with 2. He's going to have to put it up. Rolls in.
It's interesting to see what they're doing to Matan. What they're doing to Max Weinberg, leaving Matan in the paint to defend the paint and allow Max Weinberg all that space in the perimeter. We see defenses usually do that against Matan, and now Matan's doing that against Max Weinberg tonight.
Zevi Samit missed his first shot of the night, and back come Old Westbury. It's Chris Smith. Now Carl Demore. Number 12, Isaiah Lariosa in the game for Old Westbury. That's a tough shot. Turnaround jumper, no good. Batesh grabs the board. Max wide open underneath, catches and puts it up and in. Good find by Roy. Max got free underneath.
And that's the great cut by Max, noticing that the defense had his back turned towards him. It's a perfect time to hit backdoor cut, wide open layup. Great play all around.
Johnson Rader off to Weinberg. It's Smith off to Demore. Zackheim on him. Gets some space, pulls up. And again, it rolls in.
And that's excellent defense by Zakheim, just better offense by Carl DeMore on that play.
DeMore's got 4. Game tied at 6. That'll be a foul on number 12, Isaiah Lariosa. 3rd team foul on Old Westbury. So out of the gates, both teams doing well offensively. Sam at catch and shoot. Way off.
I like that look, though, getting the ball to Matan, then setting a double screen, stagger screen for Sam coming up the top of the key. That's a good look. Just missed it.
Smith takes it strong. Can't get it to go. Vitesh with the rebound, and he'll push. Samet. Matan. Roy open underneath. No one saw him. Now it's Matan. Had Zakheim. Couple missed opportunities here for the Maccabees. It's Roy. Vitesh with 7 on the shot clock. Samet will try 3. 0 for 3 on the day right now for Zevi Samet. He's got to start heating up. Weinberg with a lot of size on Samet. Matan grabs that rebound ferociously.
And great job by Zevi Samet staying vertical on that play. He did not have the size advantage, but good job for him staying disciplined and not fouling.
Roy wide open for 3, way off.
You know, that's an open look, but part of me wants to see this offense get into a rhythm a little bit, reverse the ball, just, you know, make the defense work a little bit.
Lariosa 3. That's Buttery. 9-6 Old Westbury. It's Max. Vitesh. Matan, he'll try a 3. That's good. Matan Zucker this year really showing that he has that ability to hit the 3 ball.
Yeah, and sometimes all it takes is to keep the defense honest. Show them that you're willing to take that shot. You don't have to take it 10 times a game, but 2 shots, you know, 1 shot per game from 3 shows the defense that I'm going to take that shot, and now you got to come up and play on me.
Rader doesn't get the layup to fall. Roy on the rebound, and the Max look to push. Roy finishes with the left off a nice feed by Zevi Samet.
Yeah, let's hope that gets Roy going. He's not shot the ball as well as he did earlier in the season, but hopefully that 2-pointer gets him going the rest of the game tonight.
Weinberg. Spacing for Old Westbury was a problem right there. DeMore, that's a deep 3. This one doesn't fall. He gets his own rebound. Cross court. 3's good. Chris Smith. So back and forth we go.
And those second chance opportunities, the Macs need to do a better job of collecting those loose balls. I mean, that's going to be the difference in this game. They can't get those loose balls. This could be a long night for them.
Ball stolen from Roy, foul called. That'll be on number 24, Johnson Rader. See the replay here. Getting a little too handsy.
Yeah, it's a good idea from Johnson Rader to be a little aggressive on that double, but got a little bit too much arm. Call for the foul.
Dotan Berdichev, Effie Freundlich check into the game. Matan Zucker, Zevi Samet take a seat. Obviously, Effie Freundlich has infused this team with so much energy, especially on the defensive end. Obviously, he could also hit the 3 ball as Roy does just that.
And that's what we talked about. Previous possession got a layup in transition, and that allowed him to get into a little bit of a rhythm offensively, stepped confidently into that 3-pointer and got to go. Let's see if he can keep this going and have one of his better games in the last few months.
It's Smith. Weinberg. Awkward dribble, uses his left, gets fouled. 2 shots coming for Max Weinberg.
Yeah, and the Macs, they'll typically hedge that ball screen, and they did that well on that play. But once you hedge that ball screen, you need to send help. And in that case, it was Roy. Roy got there a little bit late. Max Weinberg got the ball down low, got great position, and was able to get an open layup. Luckily, he missed the potential and one.
Max Weinberg, of course. Last time these two teams played, had 13 points to lead the Max, as we mentioned earlier. And he's a big body. He can play both on the outside and the inside. We saw him already miss a three, but he's willing to take it, and he can hit them occasionally. Also, obviously, loves going inside. Dynamic player for this Old Westbury team. Zakheim inside, uses his body nicely, flips it up and in.
I love that. He had the 5'7" crawls and more on him. Great positioning down low. Take it in him. Be aggressive. I know you're a guard, but use that body.
Max Zakheim has that D1 toughness about him, coming from Bryant last year. That'll be a foul on Freundlich. Weinberg going back to the line.
And this is becoming a little bit of a theme early on. Weinberg attacking the basket and getting fouled, and the Max need to be a little bit more disciplined on that end.
Weinberg leading this team in rebounds, averaging around 6.5 per game. Let's go with his 8.5 points and his 1 assist. Free throw, no good. Weinberg goes 1 and 2 from the line. Substitution will be made. Weinberg will take a seat. And number 3, Anthony Piamps will check into the game. It's Dotan for the Max. The Red Rocket open for 3. No good. Roy on the rebound. Second chance. Dotan. Oren for 3. He's got it. Matesh's got 6. He's 2 of 2 from downtown.
And those threes are going to be there all night. Westbury is playing a little bit of a packed defense. Heavy help, which is allowing open kickouts for threes. And if the Max do a good job finding those open shooters, they should have a great night from 3.
Piamps now. To Moore. Mid-range or no good. Lariosa rattles that one home.
And that's another second chance basket for Westbury Max. If they were able to get that, if they were able to get those defensive rebounds, this would be a lot bigger lead for the Max. But again, it's a 2-point game.
Roy, mid-ranger, he's got 7. Five-point game, around halfway done with this first half. Piamps. Lariosa, Berdichev on the help. Freundlich the flex. Zakheim will pick up the steal. Up to Roy, too high. Timeout, Old Westbury. 21-17. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and be back with more first half action.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
Welcome back into the Maxton Athletic Center. It's been an entertaining half. For the most part, both offensives clicking as of now.
Yeah, I think for the Max, they've done a good job in their offensive half-court sets, getting those open threes. On the defensive end, they've done a good job on the first possession. The second possession where they allowed that offensive rebound, kickouts for open threes, that's what's really hurting them right now. And they need to clean up that end.
Matan went for the steal on Piamps. Now it's Lariosa. That'll be a charge. Matan Zucker. He's played well.
And that's the kind of play that rejuvenates your team. You're not playing great defensively. You get that charge, and now let's hope it turns to some momentum now in these last 10 minutes of the half.
Park checking back in. Lariosa taking a seat for Old Westbury. Matan to Batesh. Dotan Berdichev. Had a cutting Samit. Decides to go to Zucker. Batesh, another three. He's 3 for 3. And if this kid gets hot, it's going to be a long night for Old Westbury.
I mean, and he started this game tonight, and we asked what kind of impact that would have on his performance, and the early returns are very, very significant.
Park. Oren ties him up, jump ball. It's going to stay here with Old Westbury, but Oren Batesh doing it on both sides of the court.
Yeah, we always knew what Oren could do offensively as a shooter. All the questions have always been about his defense, and so far this game, he's done an excellent job staying in front of his man.
Demore with 4 on the shot clock, pulls up, misses short. Rebound goes to Matan on the floor, and Zebi will look to push. He'll slow it down. Matan now. Cross court, Dotan. Batesh now with 10 on the shot clock. Samit uses the screen, pulls up. No good. So he's still yet to score. The other way. Hyams couldn't handle the pass from Chris Smith. It was a nice idea. Chris Smith ran the floor nicely, but they just couldn't execute. Nice pass inside, it's Batesh.
Excellent screen by Dotan, freeing up Batesh, and great finish by Batesh.
Demore. Park. No good on the mid-ranger.
Yeah, the Max caught a break there. Looked like Oren got caught on the screen. Gave a wide open jump shot to Timothy Park. Park couldn't get the shot to go, so the Max go the other way.
Formula couldn't handle the basketball. Max Weinberg checking back into the game. Anthony Pyams taking a seat. A little give and go. Smith almost fell. Weinberg. Too strong on the mid-ranger.
Yeah, and on that play, Weinberg had Chris Smith cut him back door, but because Tom Zucker is playing so far off of Max and he's sitting right in the middle of the paint, that backdoor layup was not there. So again, great job by Matan Zucker and this coaching staff coming up with a game plan to stop Old Westbury tonight.
Salmon not hitting his outside shot, so he's like, I'm just going to use my body, get inside, and finishes the layup. Hits Smith. Ball being knocked around. Dotan on the steal. Now it's Matan. Salmon traveled.
Yeah, a couple of those turnovers tonight in transition. The Max need to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. Every time down, they need to be getting a shot up. They're too good of an offense to be turning the ball over in transition.
That'll be a full timeout called, so we're going to go to a quick commercial break.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC class of '96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Max!
Welcome back. It's been an entertaining first half thus far. Max up 28-17. Have been shooting the ball nicely, especially Oren Batesh.
Yeah, Oren's done a great job starting the game, and sometimes when you're used to coming off the bench, starting the game could be a little bit awkward and messes up your rhythm a little bit. That was not the case for Oren tonight, and great job by the Max getting him those good looks early to start this game, and now he's in a rhythm. Hopefully he can continue that rhythm throughout the rest of this game.
Dotan and Effie Freundlich are going to take seats. Max Zackheim, Matan Zucker both check back into the game. Or Roy Ikovich, pardon me, checked back in. Matan was already in it. Weinberg and Zucker fighting down low. Ball doesn't go there, goes to Park on the wing. Weinberg being given a lot of room. He'll take it inside with his right hand from the left side.
Yeah, we see the space that Matan's giving Max on that play, Max Weinberg. And Max side, I'm just going to take it right down the lane. And Weinberg got that bucket to go. It reminds me a little bit of Zion, the way defense plays against Zion. They play all the way back.
Max Zackheim catches the ball under the hoop, spins, flips it up and in, and one.
Yeah, it's the battle of the Maxes right now.
Max Zackheim's family here, as per usual, uncles and aunts also. Shout out to the whole Zackheim clan coming in from DC. He's putting on a show for them thus far. Free throw is good. DeMoore powers his way inside, hits the layup.
Yeah, he may be listed at 5'7", but he plays much bigger than that, using his strength on that play to get Max Zackheim off balance and finishing the layup.
Roy blocked by Weinberg. Ball goes out of bounds. Refs unsure whose it is. They're going to have to discuss. Jump ball, of course, would be awarded to the Max. Deemed last touch by the Maccabees. It'll be Old Westbury basketball.
A big issue for the Max last game. Every time they made a run, they let Sarah Lawrence answer it and keep this game close. Max have a 10-point game now. Extend this lead. Extend this lead into 15, 20-point game at half. And that would be a good chance for them to win this game second half.
DeMoore. Park. No good. Samet rebound. Up to Max Zackheim. Let's see him attack. Roy wide open for three. Off the back rim. Matan skies for the rebound. And wins the possession back for the Max. Out of bounds. Off number 21, Anthony Greenidge, pardon me. Samet. Park on him. Matan takes it right at Greenidge. Max Weinberg came on the help. Made the shot difficult for Matan, who didn't hit it. Now it's Chris Smith. Park looked to shuffle his feet there, as did Greenidge. Greenidge is the one who ultimately gets called for the travel.
Yeah, it's good defense by the Max. I thought DeMoore should have taken that jump shot early on in the possession, but again, good defense by the Max and forcing that turnover.
Two travels on that one play. One of them got called. Samet, that's a deep three. Can't connect. Zach, I'm fighting for the rebound. Just tips it out of bounds. I want to shout out quickly my Saba and Safto watching from the Bronx. Big shout out there. As Park athletically takes it in and finishes with his left.
Yeah, you saw the pick and roll there. Matan Zucker was in a drop coverage. Park attacked the drop coverage right to the basket and finished with the left. Great play by Timothy Park.
It's Matan Zucker. Stolen by DeMoore. And he scurries up the court. Smith tries the bank shot, no good, foul called. That'll be on Matan, and he does not like it. He's got to be careful. He yells in frustration.
Yeah, it looks like they're saying Matan hit him in the stomach. on the follow through.
Coach Diamonds doesn't like it. He's having a conversation with the referee. It's not going to matter because it's 2 shots for Chris Smith. First one, no good. We're going to get into this more later, but if the Macs win tonight, they do clinch the playoffs. They do clinch the conference playoffs, so important game, a winnable game. You don't want to squander an opportunity like this. You want to get into the playoffs and then worry about seeding later. Yeah. Zakheim on the full court pass out to Batesh. Could he do it again? Oh my goodness. He's 4 of 4 from downtown.
Yeah, I won't shout out Zakheim on that play. Got the ball down low. Some guys in that case will try to go up and finish with that layup. Zakheim, smart, saw he had Oren Batesh wide open, kicked it out, wide open shot. Great job.
Max came up with it, but Oren Batesh threw it away. It'll stay with Old Westbury. Oren Batesh, he's got 14, 3, and 2. Shooting 5 of 5 from the field, 4 of 4 from downtown. As Park can't get the jumper to go. Weinberg on the rebound, gets fouled by Max Zakheim. Max Weinberg, what an athletic, strong player.
Yeah, you look at the roster, you see, okay, Max Weinberg listed 6'3". You don't think much of that. You know, maybe he's a guard, a wing player. Then you see him play, and this guy gives you a Charles Barkley feel in terms of how he uses his size as an undersized big. He's giving the Max all kinds of trouble tonight.
That was deflected by Oren Batesh, and Zakheim comes up with it. The Red Rocket powering through, throws it up. 2 shots coming.
Max Zakheim in transition is a sight to see. The guy, how fast that guy moves. He makes the nickname Red Rocket valid on that possession. I mean, that's just incredible.
And he's so good at getting the ball up at the hoop as well. What a big addition for the Macs this year. They lost Terrell, they lost Leifer, and they got Max Zakheim, who's been extremely good for them. And he's so young. He has so many more years of eligibility. He's going to be fun to watch in a Max jersey for the near future.
And that's the thing. All these guys, this is their first year for the most part, besides Matan Zucker and Adi Markovic and Govlando and Oren Batesh. So, yeah, a bunch of guys.
Some guys going to leave.
For the most part, a lot of these guys are new. And so when you're watching this team, you have to keep in mind it's going to take time for this team to really click. And once they do, it's going to be a sight to see.
Golly, Matan Zucker swatted that ball away. Smith thought he had the layup. Matan says no, sir.
And his family and the crowd is loving it. They are loving that play.
Why not? It was a good one. Park pumps, now pulls, short. Weinberg rebound, fouled on Batesh. 2 shots coming for Max Weinberg.
And there's Weinberg again. You would think at this point the Max would do a good job of getting a body on Max Weinberg once that shot goes up. But again, Max Weinberg's finding himself deep in the post to get those offensive rebounds.
First shot good. Another shout out. The Jacobson family watching in Philadelphia. Shout out to everyone in my family, wherever they're watching. Appreciate all the love, whether that be LA, Canada, Philly, DC, Riverdale.
It's a lot of family.
Thank God. Or Teaneck, my immediate family. She got some love as well. It's Roy. Up to Matan Zucker. That foul will be on the ground.
You don't usually see that. Matan Zucker had the ball on the perimeter, and his defender was right up in his face. And you don't usually see Matan Zucker with that kind of defense on the perimeter. And he takes advantage of that and gets to the rim, gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Front end was no good. So empty possession for the Maccabees. 11-point game, 2:35 to go here in the first half. A win secures a spot in the playoffs for the Maccabees. Old Westbury trying to play spoiler. It's Isaiah Lariosa off to Park. Zackheim doing a good job of staying in front of Lariosa, not letting him get anything. Park deflected away by Samit. And it's Batesh. He hasn't missed a shot yet today. Cross court Zackheim. Catches. Tries to dish it inside to Matan Zucker. Ball goes out of bounds off Old Westbury. He'll stay with the Max.
That's a great skip pass by Zevi Samit. When you skip the ball, when you make skip passes, it usually forces either wide open threes or long closeouts. And that time, Max Zackheim attacked the long closeout. Tried to make that pass inside, but was deflected.
That's got to be a foul. Max Zackheim just too quick right now for this Old Westbury defense. Anthony Greenidge gets called for the foul. That's his second.
Yeah, you said it, too quick. And with not a lot of size for Old Westbury, there's not a lot of rim protection, so Max is going to be able to get inside and do damage in the paint.
First shot by Max Zackheim is good. Averaging around 16.5 per game is Max Zackheim. Shooting over 50% from the field. So good. True point guard as well. Dish as well. It's going to be a timeout here. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We're going to be back. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Don't go anywhere.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
38-25, Max lead. 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's been an excellent shooting performance by Oren Batesh. Max Zackheim doing his thing as well. The Max look pretty good right now.
Yeah, you said it, and we talked before the game about the Max starting strong. The last 3 wins for the Max, either they've been tied at half or been losing at half. Right now, it looks like they're going to half with hopefully a double-digit lead. So that's what you want to see from the Max, especially heading into the playoffs where you need to play 40 minutes of strong basketball in order to get wins.
DeMore. Cross court is Greenidge. Bunny no good. Foul going to be called on the ground. It's going to be on Max Zackheim.
And right now, Old Westbury is just outworking the Max on the offensive rebounding end. There's too many second chance opportunities.
6 offensive rebound for Old Westbury as Max Zackheim takes a seat and Adi Markovic comes in. Max only with 2 offensive boards, but they are out rebounding Old Westbury, now 11-9 after that one. Zevi Samit. Adi Markovic. Roy catches it by the block, twisting, turning. Batesh takes a step in from the three-point line, and it doesn't matter where he is because he's going to hit it.
And how frustrating for a defense. You play great defense for Old Westbury, and then Oren Batesh finds himself with the ball, and he's just too hot right now.
DeMore, cross court. Floater can't fall, gets his own rebound, does Chris Smith. Oh, golly. DeMore puts Markovic in a blender and hits the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, 5'7", he's smart, he uses his body very well. Got the separation on Markovic, step back for a group baseline jump shot. He's really impressed us tonight.
You heard a little gasp from the Mac fans there. That was pretty. It's Markovic now on the offensive end. Matan. Batesh now. Wide open layup. He's doing it all right now. He's got 18 in the first half. 10 seconds to go. It's Smith. It's Smith with 5. He doesn't seem to be in much of a hurry. Park. No good at the buzzer. Halftime here in the Heights. Max lead 42-27. We're going to go to a commercial break and be back with halftime stats and second half action. Don't go anywhere.
My story started with a letter in the mail.
I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch, like really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines.
The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavrita.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Max!
I was in 9th grade, someone told me to give up on ball. He told me, basketball will only take you so far in life. You're not going to make it to the NBA, he said. What he was missing is that making it to the NBA isn't the only reason why we play. The game of basketball leaves you with so much more than just the game itself. The life lessons and friendships that are made while playing the game will outlive the game and can last a lifetime.
My story started with a letter in the mail.
I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch. Like, really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines.
The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavruta.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Max! Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Max!
Hello and welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center, where we are getting ready to start the second half. As of now, the Max up 42-27 in Old Westbury. And halftime stats are brought to you by Leket Israel. Leket Israel, rescuing nutritious surplus food for Israelis in need. Ari, what did you see that first half?
Yeah, the Max have made 15 shots, 15 field goals. 12 of those have been assisted, and that's when you know this offense is working, when they're assisting on the majority of their field goal mates. And we see a lot of ball reversals, which is forcing long closeouts, which is getting wide open shots. The spacing is excellent. And then you look at the score, and you see 42 points, and that's what we're accustomed to seeing with the Max. So let's see if they can continue that in the second half and continue to build this lead.
Now, today there are some games in the Skyline Conference which really shook up the playoff picture. We're gonna go through them right now, try to be as clear as possible. So, Maritime beat Manhattanville. St. Joe's Long Island beat Farmingdale by 22. And Purchase beat Merchant Marine by 7. So what does that mean? That means that that Farmingdale and YU both have the same record at 8-4. 9-4 if the Max win tonight.
So here's what's going on.
There goes being clear.
It's confusing. Right now, US MMA, Merchant Marine, control their destiny. So if they win every game the rest of the way, they will be the number 1 seed. If Merchant Marine loses one game and YU wins every game, they will be the number 1 seed. If Merchant Marine loses one game and Farmingdale State wins every game, they will be the number 1 seed.
Now, just to note, YU does play Farmingdale, so one of them will lose no matter what.
Right. And if YU is not able to win some of these games, like let's say they lose tonight, let's say they lose against St. Joseph Long Island and Farmingdale, we could see them drop to potentially 5, 6, maybe even 7. So YU, every single game, it's crucial in order to make a big deep playoff run.
So one more time, Marine, if they win out, they'll have the number 1 seed in the conference. Now, if YU wins out, they'll be able to secure the number 1 seed in their division. But if Marine loses one game and YU wins out, then they'll have the number 1 seed in the conference. Again, there are 2 divisions in this conference. So YU will definitely win the division if they win out, and they'll need Marine to lose one game in order to win the conference. Farmingdale State is in the same spot as YU. If they win out, they will win the division. And if Marine loses and Farmingdale State wins out, they will win the conference. A lot going on, a lot more basketball to be played, and we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but all these games are extremely important.
Yeah, you said it. If you're YU, you can't worry about all the standings, the tiebreakers, the this, the that. You need to focus on what's ahead of you, and right now, what's ahead of YU is the second half against Old Westbury, in which they need to continue the way they played in the first half, especially on the offensive end, and close out with a win.
We're just about ready for second half action. Both teams, at least just the Max in the huddle. Old Westbury still working on their free throws, and it's actually a pretty big game for Old Westbury as well. They only have 2 wins on the season. They're fighting for that last wild card spot, and the team who holds it right now has 4 wins. So this is a big swing game for them. They don't want to fall to 2.5, 3 games out. They're going to need to win tonight.
Yeah, when you get to February and end of January, whole February, every game is extremely important for every team. You got Old Westbury fighting for a playoff spot. You got YU trying to hold on to potential for a number 1 spot. So both teams fighting for a lot. Very different circumstances, but both teams fighting for everything.
Max Weinberg getting ready for the second half. For the Max, it's Matan, Samit, Zackheim, Roy, and Batesh. And here we go. Matan. Batesh stays hot. He's yet to miss today. He's 5 of 5 from downtown. He's got 21 points.
And this is the offense. This is the offense. When you move the ball, reverse the ball, you're screening constantly. As a defense, it's extremely difficult to guard. And when YU runs their stuff, I mean, that's when they get their looks. And we've seen that tonight with Oren Batesh especially.
Good defense by Matan Zucker, altering the shot of Weinberg. And now it's Batesh again. Samit comes off a screen, uses his right, and finishes with that jelly.
And the awareness by Oren Batesh, he had a look there. It wasn't a great look, but he had a look. He said, you know what, even though I'm hot, even though I haven't missed a shot yet, let me pull it back out. Kicked it out to Matan, set a great screen for Samit, and Samit was able to curl off that screen for an open layup.
Ball being knocked around. It's to Weinberg at the low block and muscles that one in. Wide open Zevi Salmon underneath.
And there it is again, Oren Batesh with a great screen. And when you're hot like Oren Batesh, the defense is going to focus on you. And when you screen, the defense now has to say, do I leave my man, Oren Batesh, who's been hot all night, or do I stay on him? And that play, they decided to stay on him, which let Zevi Salmon wide open for a layup.
Max Zackheim going to be called for the reach. Old Westbury going into Max Weinberg. Trying to get him going. He's got 9 of the game, 2 is 6. He's had 6 free throws already, hit 5 of them.
Yeah, if you're Old Westbury, you're going to go into Max Weinberg as much as possible in the second half to try to get back into this game.
Park. Demore, who's had his struggles from the mid-range. He has 2 buckets, but he's missed a bunch. Johnson Radar there finishes that play. Max Zackheim scurries down the court. It's Samit. All of Zevi Salmon's points today coming from inside. He's got 6. Matani's got to give that one off to Batesh. You got to think. Shot no good. Max Zackheim's going to try his luck from downtown. That missed everything. He thought the ball got deflected, and it did, so it'll stay with the Max. Shot clock reset. We're going to have to figure that out. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. It's Roy. Max threw it at the feet of Batesh. Now it's Samit. Into Roy. Gets to his spot. Lays it up and in.
Yeah, not a pretty possession, but ends with 2 points for the Max.
If it fits, it ships for the Maccabees. They're up 51-31. 17 minutes to go here in the second half. Foul called on Roy.
We see this a lot with Old Westbury. They like to play Max Weinberg at the top of the key and let him facilitate. And on that play, they had Johnson Radar posting up Roy down low. But because Matan is playing so far back, that pass down low is not so easily made.
It's Weinberg. Demore is quick. No good on the finish. Ball up for grabs. Smith comes down with it. Smith doing it himself. Will go to the line for 2. He's a big-time hustle player, and you see it there. Grabs the rebound, takes it in, gets fouled, and is rewarded with 2 shots coming.
Yeah, we're watching film on him, and you would think he's 6'8" from how many loose balls and rebounds he gets. And every play he finds himself in the middle of every play, and that's what a kind of player you want on the floor. You're down 20, and you're still going after every loose ball like it's a one-point game.
First free throw rattles in. Subscribe to Max Live on YouTube to make sure you do not miss any amazing Max games and highlights this season. And if you want to receive Max news and updates, join our WhatsApp group chat. The link to join is in the description of this YouTube video. So stay up to date on all your Max throughout the season as both free throws go. Effie Freundlich checked into the game. You heard his family cheer him.
It looks like Old Westbury is coming out on man-to-man press, which should be expected, down 18, trying to generate some momentum.
Roy, extra pass to Sammet. He'll pull a three. Back iron. Smith on the rebound. Charges ahead. 1, 2. Lays it up and in with the finger roll.
Yeah, and that's who he is. Very, very athletic. Guy out in transition. Max need to do a better job getting back in transition and stopping that ball on that play.
Smith now has 6. Good pass by Freundlich inside, and Zevi puts a bow on it.
All around, excellent pass. Great screen from Eitan, freeing up Zevi Salmon for the open layup. But what a pass from the rookie and the joining half year, so he's only been here for a couple weeks. That's just an incredible pass.
Smith no good. Matan Zucker. I guess Max Zackheim will be credited with the rebound. 3 of them came down with it. It's Roy. Freundlich pumps. Spins. Gets inside. Tried the nice spicy finish. No good. And Park comes the other way for Old Westbury. Weinberg. Weinberg's now got 11.
If you're the Max, the one thing you cannot do when you have a big lead like this is allow those easy buckets in transition. That's how a team gets back into the game. And if you're the Max, you need to make an emphasis on that, on transition defense at the end of this game. And as I say that, here come the Panthers.
Zucker leaves that a little bit short for Freundlich. Back the other way come Old Westbury. Johnson Rader puts a bow on it. Oren Batash and Dotan Berdichev ready to check back in at the next dead ball. For now, it's Zackheim. Matan spins, gets inside, reverse style.
And that's a tricky thing with this offense, because usually once Matan gets the ball down low, that's when the YU sets those screens for those shooters. On that play, Matan says, no, I'll just do it myself. And as a defender, you're not ready for that. And it gets a great finish to go.
Smith now twisting and turning, trying his luck for Sammet. Shot no good. Zevi on the rebound. Freundlich. Cross court Zackheim, good feed. And Zackheim connects. So Freundlich showing that he's a dynamic passer as well.
Yeah, those one-handed swing passes, that's going to be a fan favorite.
Timeout Old Westbury, 58-39. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back in. 19-point game, 14:05 to go here in the second half. Max looking to clinch their playoff spot. Old Westbury looking just to stay alive. It's Park. Weinberg, Berdichev. Weinberg grabs his own rebound, goes back up. No good, 2 shots. It's a strong kid, Max Weinberg.
Yeah, he's looking at Dotan on that possession and just went right at him. And I thought Dotan did a good job staying up, staying vertical, not fouling on that first possession. But then Max Weinberg gets the rebound, and now he's going to the line for 2.
Weinberg, a sophomore, out of Oyster Bay, New York. It's Roy for the Max. Was open for a second, decided not to shoot it. Into Samet. Roy, extra pass Dotan. Cross court stolen by Smith. And he'll run the break. And we've seen him execute this before. This time pulls it out. It's Park. Johnson Rader inside to DeMoore. That'll be a foul on Roy.
Yeah, it was 28 seconds of great defense for the Max. The last 2 seconds allowing DeMoore to get wide open down low on that cut, and he'll go line for 2. And at this level, you need to play 30 seconds of great defense. 28 seconds of great defense is good. It's good. It's not great. It's not going to get the job done. And on that play, giving up 2 free throws to call DeMoore.
First free throw goes. Moore's got 9. Matan Zucker going to check back into the game. Carl DeMoore listed at 5'7". Very quick.
He is very quick, and the Max have done a great job staying in front of him, not allowing him to get all the way to the rim. He settled for a lot of jump shots tonight, which he's good at, but that's not his forte.
Batash is unbelievable. He's 6 of 6 from downtown. He hasn't missed today. He's got 24.
Yeah, it's not just that he's 6 for 6. He's 6 for 6, and he's getting good looks every time down. Credit to this offense. The quality of shots they're getting tonight are very, very.
Jump ball. It'll stay with Old Westbury as Matan Zucker stays strong. See the replay here. Sort of see the replay here. No one inbounding the ball right now for Old Westbury. DeMoore now takes it. Park. DeMoore. Blocked by Samet. Matan up to Samet. That's going to be a carry. Thought about giving it off to Freundlich. Smith doing a good job defensively.
Yeah, he denied the pass while also staying in front of Samet. It's a little miscommunication from Samet and Freundlich, and those two are going to have plenty of time to figure it out over these next 3 years together or so.
It's Park. Foul will be on Berdichev. 6 fouls on YU. That'll be second on Berdichev. For behind the scenes pictures and content you won't find anywhere else, be sure to follow @MaxLive on Instagram. Adi Markovic checking back into the game. Zevi Samet taking a seat. 20-point game, 61-41, 11:56 to go in the second half here on a Saturday night. In the Heights, it's cold outside. Not as cold in here, but not as hot as it usually is, which is nice for us at least. As now, nice pass by Markovic. Zucker found himself wide open. He gets fouled by Smith. Zucker almost surprised with the amount of space that he had there.
Yeah, it looked like he thought there was someone in front of him, or behind him, I should say. Hesitated a second, but still got fouled, going line for 2. A great pass from Adi Markovic. That's what you want to see from him when he comes off the bench. Doesn't get a lot of time, But he's a smart guy, excellent passer, and on that play in transition finds Matan Zucker wide open.
First shot no good for Matan. I mentioned it's cold. Popper's still wearing shorts though in the control room, I'm told. So
he is, as they say, built different.
He's built different.
Built different.
Yeah, he's tough. Second one goes. 21-point game. Max looking to put this one away and head to the playoffs as it's Effie Freundlich. Prepare for takeoff. Oh! Smith with the contest. Freundlich thought he was going to throw it down. Smith is like, I could jump with you. 2 shots coming for Freundlich.
Oh, the excitement in this gym. Everybody was starting to stand up. Wow.
Man, oh man. Smith got up there.
Oh, he got up.
Shot good.
And that's the player Smith is. A lot of players, when you're down 21 and your opponent has a fast break, maybe you don't hustle back, maybe you watch it. No. Full sprint back, contest the shot, and prevent it, what could have been a throwdown.
A quieter 2 points there for Freundlich, so he's on the board. Weinberg absorbs the contact and finishes the lay.
And we talk about that. If you're going to hedge the ball screen, it's going to leave the roller open. On that play, they did not bring the help over in time, and Weinberg was able to get in deep position, finish for 2.
Smith again on the deflection. He's really good defensively. He's only credited with 1 steal, but he's caused many more turnovers. Batash, that's too hot for him to handle as him and Zucker weren't on the same page. Turnover there for the Max. That's their 10th. Both teams at 10. No good. Johnson Raider inside. Back come the Maccabees. It's Matan. Dotan. Adi. Gets it into Dotan. Offensive foul called. He doesn't like it. Dotan turned the ball over on one end, gets it back on the other. 2 long steps and blocked by Weinberg. Freundlich collects. Max will reset. It's Batesh. Down low, gets to Zucker. Batesh, he'll try a 3. Oh my Lord! It's getting a little ridiculous. There's nothing they can do to stop him. 7-7 from downtown, 9-9 from the field. It's the Oren Batesh here in the Heights. 67-43. We're going to go to a quick commercial break.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leket Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leket Israel, and the other winning team. Go Mac!
Welcome back. It's been all Oren Batesh tonight, leading the way with 27 points. He's yet to miss. He's taken 10 shots. It's been ridiculous.
Yeah, and Oren Batesh has been incredible. And I mean, I think we need to talk about this YU offense. You know, we see in the NBA, we see in college, a lot of the game today is very ball dominant. It's ball dominant players, you know, the Luka Doncic of the world, LeBron of the world, where the ball's in their hands, and usually the guy with the ball in their hands is the most, the player you have to worry about the most. In this YU offense, it's the 4 players that don't have the ball that defense has to worry about the most because of how much they move, because of how much they screen. And as a defense, that should terrify you.
Johnson Raider doesn't get the shot. Batesh on the rebound. Batesh shot that after the whistle. Doesn't go in as Zucker was called for a travel. So Batesh stays perfect.
Stays perfect.
The Max turning the ball over. That's a glass half full moment.
And that's another thing about Batesh. He could be 0 for 7. He could be 7 for 7. He's coming with the same confidence, regardless. He's shooting. He's a shooter. He knows he's a shooter. He could be 0 for 7, and tonight he's 7 for 7. But he's looking for that shot no matter what.
Park misses the mid-ranger. It's Markovich. Wow, fancy pass. Inside to Freundlich, who finishes. Adi Markovich.
And save that to your highlight reels. Wow. The eyes at the back of the head, as they say.
Weinberg acrobats his way inside to get fouled.
But going back to that last pass, the cut by Effie makes that play happen. You got Adi picked the ball up in the baseline, a tough spot, got nowhere to go. Effie sees that, great cut, great find, and just a highlight reel play all around.
For Old Westbury team, they don't shoot the ball particularly well, and they don't defend well. And when you're giving up a lot of points and you struggle to shoot from outside, you're going to have a tough time winning basketball games.
Yeah, and I thought last game where they only gave it 59 points, I was curious to see if they would bring that same intensity, same play on the defensive end tonight. I think part of it is the Macs are just an offense that you can't really prepare for. And if the Macs run their offense, it doesn't matter how well you play defensively. They will get open looks, and that's what's happening tonight.
Offensive foul called on Markovich. Max Zakheim checking back into the game. Effie going to take a seat. Some good minutes by Effie Freundlich. And every time Effie goes to the sidelines, Coach Diamonds coaches him up. Obviously, he just joined the team.
Yeah, but the flashes that he's had, and again, you said he just joined the team. He's been here about a month now, and he's already been a huge impact player. So if you're a Max fan, you're just salivating at the prospect of what he's going to be next year and down the road.
Timothy Park hit that layup. He's got 4 now. Roy, bounce pass. Adi flips it up, no good. It's going to count, though. The backboard was smacked, so it'll be considered a goaltending.
Excellent cut by Adi. You saw that his defender had turned and was facing the ball. His back towards Adi. Adi made a great cut and got rewarded with a goaltending call.
It's actually a basket interference was the official call. Demore gets the ball poked away from by Zakheim. A good battle there tonight. Both very quick players. Markovich went for the steal on Johnson Rader with 5. Matan blocks Weinberg, foul called. He doesn't like a technical foul, Matan Zucker. So Matan Zucker penalized for showing emotion.
Yeah, you don't love the tech, but I like to see the emotion. You're up 25, and you're still taking this game very seriously. And that's what you need to do as a player, as a leader of this team. But again, I'm not encouraging getting technical fouls, but I like showing emotion, so you have to find that balance.
Park hits the first free throw. Salmon back in the game. Matan Zucker taking a seat, getting high fives from all his teammates. So Park took those technical free throws. Now it's Weinberg. It's 2 shots. Salmon thought it was 1. Getting some practice in for the second. No good on the second. Rebound fought for. And Johnson Rader.
5-point
nice
possession.
finish. Here comes Samet. Lead back down to 20. Samet, could he hit that one? Perfect.
I don't think I've ever seen a defender give Samet that much space that Weinberg did on Samet on that possession. And Samet takes full advantage of that.
It's Greenidge. DeMore. Markovich came on the help. Ball on the floor. Who wants it? Zakheim does. Off to Batesh, and here he comes. He pulls up from 3. Oh my goodness! He's unconscious. Greenidge on the answer.
Yeah, if you're Old Westbury, I think this possession, you need to be doubling Oren Batesh.
Zakheim. It's too easy for the Maccabees right now. DeMore, a deep 3. Rims out.
And the Macs are making a point of emphasis tonight, not allow that drive. They know Old Westbury is not comfortable shooting the basketball, so they're playing a step back and stopping that dribble drive. And tonight it's doing them favors.
Batesh gets blocked. So that'll count as his first miss of the day. Zakheim with the pretty finish, using his right hand on the reverse.
Yeah, that may count as his first miss, but we know that if that shot was not blocked, it was definitely going in.
Ryan Boker going to check in for the Max. Adi Markovich going to check out. It's going to be a timeout. 81-53, 5:12 to go. Oren Batesh putting on a clinic. Timeout. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Welcome back into the booth. We didn't end up going to commercial. You guys are watching those replays over there. Seeing Zakheim and Batesh going to work. Coming up for the Macs, they're away February 8th. At St. Joseph's University, Long Island. The next Saturday night, they're at home versus Mount St. Vincent. 3 from DeMore, no good. Piamps on the board and finish. Zakheim charging past half court. Batesh, an open 3, short. Place was ready to explode. Shows that he's human, as it was definitely up for debate up until now.
Yeah, he's definitely human, but he's a special human. That's for sure.
It's now 12-14, 9 for 10 from three-point land. It's Park. He'll try his luck on a 3. Rattles that one in.
Excellent screen by Carl DeMore, freeing up Timothy Park for the 3. That's something you want to see more of if you're an Old Westbury fan.
Boker getting his first minutes of the game as Samet beats his defender inside, lays it high off glass, and it falls. Got to give it to Max Weinberg, though. He contests everything.
Yeah, great job, great awareness by Samet, knowing that he had the bigger Greenridge on him. Took him off the dribble, got the finish to go.
Weinberg uses his body to get inside, gets called for the walk. Effie Freundlich checking back into the game. as is Jacob Roden. Salmon and Batesh checking out. Batesh getting a standing O. Excellent work tonight from him. He's got 30 points. Freundlich, he's got the height. Spinning, pumping, and finishing. Matthew Freundlich.
Excellent footwork from the youngster. Getting the ball in the post.
It's Park. Freundlich on the tip and steal. Let's see if he throws this one down. 1-2, failed from behind. That's dangerous. He's not shying away, is Effie Freundlich. One of these days, he's going to cock it back and throw it down hard. So now it's a debate on whether it's a flagrant. It'll be a common foul.
Again, Jim was ready to erupt on that Effie fast break.
What an exciting player. It's going to be fun to watch him for the next 3 years. Now the bench players getting in for the max.
It's also his defensive instincts. I mean, he's had both of those dunk attempts, we'll call them, were forced by him. He made those, he poked the ball away, and those impressed me more than the dunk attempts. A guy that can do that as his first-year player with the defensive instincts of a veteran.
He hits both free throws. He hasn't missed from the free throw line today. Layup no good. Boker skies for the rebound. It's Roden. Freundlich wide open for three. High archer short. Michael Green now. High amps. Freundlich another steal. Could this be the time? Leaves it a little bit behind him. Jim's always ready to explode when he has it. Schuyler. Berdichev. Roden. He's wide open. Berdichev. Schuyler gives the extra pass. He'll try a three. No good.
Love the unselfish play by the Max.
Dotan Berdichev recognizing Schuyler's movement to make his mark. Freundlich on the block. Schuyler on the board. Here we go. Thought they were going to run it down for a second. It's Boker. Freundlich. Roden. Schuyler. Inside. Ball poked away, and it's Piamps. Almost a backcourt. Freundlich another steal. This is getting ridiculous. Schuyler. 2 steps. That's going to be a travel.
Effie Freundlich.
Pardon me, it's Sklar. I've been calling him Schuyler. That's my fault. My apologies.
Effie Freundlich it has to be a record of how many potential dunk opportunities he's had tonight. Although that wasn't really a dunk opportunity, but we'll call it that.
Well, he's got 5 steals. He checked out of the game. Eli Igby checking in, a fan favorite, along with Tom Beza. They go straight out Beza, but Boca rejects. And here comes Beza on the break. Back out to Igby. Ball knocked around. It's a little all over the place right now as Demore finishes with the college layup.
We haven't seen that a lot from Demore tonight. That's what he's been used to doing this season, but tonight the Mavs have done a great job containing him and keeping him in the half court.
Sklar. Ibge wants it down low in the post, and he'll go to work. Uses his body, powers inside, layup no good. Crowd wanted that one. .40 seconds left in the game. Max up 87-60. Looking to clinch a playoff berth. Boker, another block, that's 2. 1 second differential between shot and game. Sklar, open 3, got it. 30-point game, clock winding down. Reminder, after the game, don't go anywhere. We're going to have our post-game show with an interview with our player of the game, who I'm sure you guys could guess from home. But just in case you can't, we're not going to spoil the surprise. You're going to have to stay tuned and watch.
Yeah, we're all about the suspense here at Max Live.
Buzzer beater goes from number 25, Danny Scringer. Final score, Max 90, Old Westbury 63. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and be back with post-game show.
My story started with a letter in the mail.
I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch. Like, really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines.
The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavruta.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
Pretending to take it back by Leifert. Given to Terrell. Terrell! Gets right, Terrell, 2 more!
A big win for the Max, 90-63. And we're going to send it down to Charlie Bendheim with our player of the game, Oren Batesh.
Thanks, Ari. I'm here with Oren Batesh. Oren, you had an unbelievable game tonight. Dropped 30 points. What happened? What was going through your mind?
Really, it was only like my teammates trusting me, and like we walk into the offense, the whole practicing throughout the week, we were saying we got to reverse the ball twice, get more open looks, and it paid off. Like you saw how it happened.
Now, did getting the start tonight have anything to do with it?
Let's go, boy! Let's go! Good. I want to say something about my boy instead.
Team's hyped up for you. So did starting the game tonight have anything to do with it?
Yeah, I mean, first one of my career, had to feel good and showed out.
Absolutely. Now, you know what, Matan, what do we got here?
It's up here. Yo, this guy does whatever we need for this team, man. Comes off the bench, does whatever we need, delivers today when he has to, and none of us are surprising the team. And Dad, I love you. I know you're watching. Yo, we love you. We love you.
Good stuff there. All right, going down the stretch, important games coming up. What's it going to take from you guys on this playoff push?
All starts on defense, man. All starts on defense.
All starts on defense. All right, great game. Thanks for joining us. Back to you, Ari.
That's what you want to hear. Defense intensity. The defense wins championships. And that'll do it from the Max Stern Athletic Center. YU 90, Old Westbury 63. Next game for YU will be on Wednesday night on the road against St. Joseph, Long Island, as they continue this home stretch of the season. And everyone from everyone from Max Live, we thank you and have a great Saturday night.